Well, hello and welcome back to competitive multiplayer. So, I thought my canola was going to be ready this month, but it's not. Which is actually not a bad thing because I have got some work to do. The rest of the alfalfa field is ready to harvest. We also need to do some more slurry spreading because we are... yes, the alfalfa field needs to be spread with slurry, the bit that we've already cut. But we might as well cut the other bit first and get it all done at once. I think, based on what it looks like, we're going to have 2 more lots of slurry spreading on the bit that we've cut, and 3 more lots on the bit that is yet to be cut. We'll be cutting today. We also need to spread some slurry on this grass field up here. So we'll need to come down with the tractor and a full slurry spreader to get that spread before that's fully grown again. I think it's got a couple more growth stages anyway before it's fully grown again, but that's where we're at. So, we also have some vine work to do today as well. We'll need to mulch and cultivate between the vines. This is a field that we don't yet own. Ah, look! I've got 300,000. I'm going to pay off a lot of the loan. Let's repay £300,000 worth of loan, which will take us down to 100,000 maybe. Yes, there we go. We have paid off £300,000 worth of loan. Fantastic. We've got £100,000 left on the loan, and we have still got money pouring in. We will need to top up the greenhouse and everything later as well. So we have got a lot of jobs to do today. I think it's going to be dark by the time we finish tonight. I'd like to get... The greenhouse has got enough water and fertilizer to last today. That's not a problem. So we've just got to get the alfalfa cut. Oh dear. We've got to get the alfalfa cut and rowed and baled. And we've got to get the vines mulched and cultivated and even start fertilizing. So yes, yeah, we're going to need some money for those bits, but that's okay. We could work that out, because once we have finished with this bit of alfalfa, we should have a bit of money in the bank account from the coffee beans to be able to do it. Right then, let's get the mower on. Mow, windrow, bale. That's the game. And out we go. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll do the mowing. Mowing, rowing, baling, and then slurry spreading across the whole lot, and by that point we should have enough money in the bank account to afford the bits that we need for the vine work. Right, well, I'm going to crack on it and we're going to get this done. And we shall catch up afterwards. Right, so we now have 3 different batches of fermenting bales. The ones over near the cow field, made from the grass, they are the nearest to being ready, being about 80%. There's the ones in the bigger half of this field, which are about 40%. And then there's these ones, which are obviously 0% because we've just started them. We've also confirmed that we have a problem with the stuff that is on the border between the 2 fields. I'm not sure if we are going to be able to pick it up unless we pull it over with the windrower, but I think what we'll do is we'll leave it there for next time. I think that would be good. So let's switch that off there. What we need to do is have a look at how much digestate we've got. So we've got 4,285 litres in there and 8,200 litres in there. So we're not going to get any more digestate until the first batch of silage is ready. I think what I want to do first is to head over to the grass field next to the cows and get that spread. We'll just do 1 tanker load there, even if it's not quite enough. 1 tanker load will be okay. We do not want to drive through the ditch. And then we'll spread the rest of what we've got onto the alfalfa field. Yeah, and we should, I'm hoping, have the silage ready and more digestate created before the alfalfa is fully grown. I'm hoping. Because obviously we can't spread more slurry once it is fully grown. It's going to be... Yes. Yeah, it's going to be fully matured then, and we can't increase the yield. So I can't use this tractor on the vines because it doesn't fit down between the vines, so we're going to, once we've done this, we'll go back and pick up the Kubota and we will head back. We've already got £36,000 since doing that, so that was 2 hours worth of coffee beans, which is absolutely fantastic. We'll get a mulcher and we'll get a cultivator. Now I'm thinking mulcher can go on the front of the tractor, cultivator on the rear, and we can get it all done in one go. That would be absolutely fantastic. Let's wipe that signpost out there. Or not, it turns out to be a ghost signpost. Well, that's good. No wreckage to clear up. So what we will do then is we will get the Kubota kitted out with the vine equipment. And we'll get the vines done. And then we will have a look at getting a fertilizer for the sprayer as well. I think we've got some fertilizer at the other farm, so we shouldn't need to buy any fertilizer. It'll just be the spreader. Right, let's finish this tank off first and we'll head back. There we go, one tank nearly covered the field, but not quite. Well, I'm going to then spread the rest of the digestate we've got onto the alfalfa field. I'm going to spread it on the bit that's already growing because we've got longer to spread it on the other bit, because I'm not going to harvest it again until it's all fully grown. And I want it to be all pretty well covered in slurry. Right, we'll go get that done, and then we'll head down to the store in the Kubota and we'll catch up there looking for the mulcher and the cultivator.
Trusted Godspeed, It's a wait, it's a trust. We'll be done eventually. I don't know when or what. I don't know a damn thing. Do my best to have fun. Want too much, probably. Let it flow, play and go. Don't stop the Godspeed. Case I make mistakes, better learn and hope. Maybe this will suck. It's a chance of luck. In case I'm running late, there's no time to wait. Run, 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 run. Basement vibes.
Well, here we are. Back at the dealership. Now, there's an IBC over here. I don't know whose that is, but that's fertilizer. I haven't got anything. Yay, it's my fertilizer. Good. I haven't got anything back at the farm at all. Right. Grapes. So that's a mulcher. That's a mulcher. Multi the mulcher. Ooh. Oh, well, there's Multi the mulcher. That's a pruner. I've got one of those. Not that one, but I have got one. I've got that one. Sprayer autonomizes the product mixture in the vegetation, increasing the production of the fields, and recovers the excess product so that it can be dispersed into the. So it is not dispersed into the environment. That looks interesting. Really interesting. I might have to have a go with that after. Instead of this one. We could just rent it. Anyway then, mulcher then. To start with, we want a front attach mulcher. We'll buy that. It's only 5,900. And what about the cultivator? There's got to be a mini cultivator. I'm sure there is. Let's have a look at grapes. That's the other mulcher. That's the cultivate subsoiler. There we go. That's sort of what we want on the back. Buy that. Yeah. We could have had that one as well, but I'm pretty pleased with the one we've got. So, let's get hooked up. Mulcher on the front. Subsoiler on the back. And we can go and get stuff sorted between the vines. This is going to be good. Right, so there's the mulcher on the front there. Pretty sure it is mulching and then cultivating that I need to do. And then it's fertilising. If I get that one that recovers the excess fertiliser, it'll also save us on buying extra fertiliser. Although I don't think it really uses that much anyway. But first thing first, we need to make sure that the mulcher works. Let's get it all extended out. That's what we need. Beautiful. Can do that here because it's no wider than the tractor. And yeah, we're going to try just mulching first, and then we'll try mulching and cultivating together. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to see from here what it needs. Where are we? Over here. Yeah, it needs ploughing. Yeah. I wonder then if it needs subsoiling before you mulch. I really don't know. I don't think so. I think you... Oh, I don't know. I really don't. Maybe you do subsoil before you mulch, which is why on my my other series, the Lonka, the mulcher wasn't working. Well, if that's the case, it's going to take double the time, but I'd like it to be not the case. We shall see. Right, here we are. Right, first things first, let's lower that down. As you can see, it has started mulching. That is fantastic. And then we can also lower that down. And we can subsoil at the same time. Brilliant. That is great stuff. Mulched and subsoil in one pass. So I was right. At Zalonka, the olives aren't mulching properly. And it's the same mulcher, so it should work fine. I don't know why it's not. Either way. How do I pick up both tools together? No? Come on, I've got a button for this somewhere. Ah, 7. There we go. Lovely. Excellent. So this is going to give us an extra 10% yield, which is fantastic. And will give us more grapes. More grapes. Just check the map here. Yep, that's working brilliantly. Good, good. Fantastic. It looks like it's knocking it back at growth stage as well, which is odd, but that's okay. Right, I'm going to crack on with this and get it done as quickly as we can. Right, it's all looking good. It's looking much cleaner and tidier. We have got another section to do over this way, but after that we are done. Yes, here. I'm not going to purchase the other field down the bottom there until we're ready to harvest these ones. Now, one thing I have forgotten about is I spoke to Dex, and apparently it was a mistake that my farm didn't own the John Deere tractor, but now it does own it. So what we want to do is go and sell this tractor before it depreciates anymore. And I think what I would like to do is get a worker to... oh, that one. Yes, set destination. And we want to get it taken over to the store. Target unreachable. Of course it is. Where's the target? Try that again. To the road? Yes, there we go. So he's going to go over to the store while I'm finishing this off. Then we're going to get that John Deere sold and make some money that way. We'll see how much we get for it. And we may even be able to buy the self-propelled fertilizer spreader. Well, sorry, not fertilizer spreader. Harvester stroke fertilizer machine for the vineyard. And that would be a 2-for-1 deal there, because we could fertilize and then convert it into a harvester. But I don't know how much it is. I think it's a good couple of 100,000. So we'll have to have a look once we're done. But it's the Oxbow one, the one that we used for harvesting, but set up as a fertilizer. That's also a recapture fertilizer unit. If not, we'll have to go for the trailed one, but that's okay. We can still do that. This shouldn't take too long to finish off this field here, so we'll just get that done. We'll pop the mulcher and the cultivator up the top in the yard. And then we'll head down to the store ourselves. Well, actually no, we'll jump into the John Deere, because if I can get the self-propelled fertilizer unit, then we won't need to bring this tractor down. I do want to get a bigger tractor at some point. Not as big as the John Deere, but at some point I do. And we can have a look at sale tractors. I haven't seen the John Deere go past yet. I'm hoping it's still en route. Uh-oh. For goodness sake. Foiled by a bale. Let's get it out onto the road and then we'll try that again. Right. Let's have another go at that, shall we? Set destination. No. Why does it keep disappearing? Set destination. And we'll do the road outside the store. Go. Well, at some point we're going to need some more fuel for this, but we haven't got it. Haven't got any at the minute. At least all the new tools come with a full tank of fuel. Actually, I didn't think of that. When selling a tool, well, when buying a tool, you should get minimal fuel, enough to get you to the petrol station. And when selling it, you should get a refund for the fuel that's in it. That's just a thought for any potential modder. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with this. And then we will head over... Oh, God. We'll see how much that tractor down there is worth. And there we go. That is all our currently owned vines mulched and cultivated. There's still the lot up the top there, however that comes with all the buildings and the yard and everything up the top, which I don't need to buy to use the production, or to use the sheds and store things there. And it's a lot of money, so I don't know why I'd want to do that. And the bottom field we will be purchasing once we are ready to harvest. Question is, where can I put these? Can I put them in here? Should be able to. Yep. All good. can indeed. So, let's disconnect that. And disconnect this. Now, I do want to get the fertilising done today, because we do have a lot of harvesting to do next time. All the canola will be ready. Oh. I see what he's done here. Well, what we'll do is we'll drive through the other gate. Because what he's done is tried to block my access to the garage. And yet here we are. Right, oh, got out inside the wall. Here we go. Right, so we're going to repair it. We're going to repaint it. And we're going to sell it. £122,000 back in the bank account. And we are going to have a quick look at the great technology. Now this harvester is 245,000. Oh, what's the difference between a harvester and an overloading harvester? Interesting. I suppose the overloading harvester just dumps it on the ground? Or does it fire it into a trailer or something? I really don't know. Ah, yes, you have to pull a trailer along next to it. Right, multi-row sprayer. That's what we wanted. And that's 215,000, so I can afford that. And then by the time I get around to reconfiguring next time, I'll be all good. And Mr. Dex can continue to stand there and look like a fool. Right. Let's fill up our fertilizer. We'll get back over to the vineyard and we will continue to work. Really not sure why he's wasting time blocking that gate when I can get out of this one. But anyway, that's that. Oh, looks like he's bought himself a slurry spreader. How lovely. Okay, I'll see you back over at the vineyard. Okay, so here we are back at the vineyard. I'm not sure how many rows we can cover with this. I think it's, well, it's quite a few. Looks like it's not a self-recovery one, as in it doesn't recover the fertilizer. But that's okay because it can do 4 rows at the same time, and that's exactly what we're doing. Amazing. I'm very pleased with this. Hopefully we'll have enough fertilizer as well. Let's just stop a second just to check it's working. Is it precision farming? It's not going to appear on the precision farming map, is it? It's going to be... No. Right, do I have to buy it? Do I have to buy... Clear yield map on additional field? Sure. How's that help? Ah, right. Purchase soil information is what I want. Yes, well it has been working. So that's good. So we've got a long way to go. Let's do this. Well, this is an absolutely awesome spreader. Sprayer. Whatever you want to call it. And since I bought the field information, I've only used 4 litres, and that was because I overran into a bit of the field. It's 4 litres of fertiliser for the whole lot. That is incredible. This is going to take very little time. And then there's just one more thing I want to do today before we call it a night, and that would be just to collect up the grass bales that are next to be fermented and take them over to the biogas plant. Ready to be turned into electricity and methane, because they will be ready next episode, as well as all the harvesting of the canola, which is going to be a good chunk of the episode, I feel. I'm so pleased we've got this unit, because it now can be configured as a sprayer and it can be reconfigured as a harvester, which is absolutely awesome. And what it means is we don't have to spend extra money on a harvester or a sprayer, conversely. Plus, we get to use one of the Oxbow machines that we haven't used before, which is fantastic. Alright, one more trip up the field and the whole lot will be fertilised. Like, primarily fertilised anyway. We are going to need to re-fertilise it again, but it'll have to wait, I think, until episode after next, because next I think is going to be all about harvesting. And getting whatever digestate we can onto the alfalfa field as well. Oh, now you see it switched over to the precision farming map now, and we have started using more litres of fertiliser. But that's that. That is that spraying done, which is absolutely brilliant. I think I will need to buy this land up here as well at some point, just so we've got the workshop to be able to reconfigure this into a harvester once we are ready to harvest. But that is a lot of work done on the grapes today, and I am extremely pleased with that, because only one more lot of spraying to do, and that will be it until harvest time, and then we will have maximised our yield off this year's harvest. Absolutely brilliant. But yes, we're gonna drop this up here, just tuck it in over here. That should do nicely for now. Switch the lights off and we'll jump back into our tractor here. So what we need to do is go down to our original farm, pick up the flatbed trailer, and then head back over towards the BGA, but picking up the bales as we go, which are on the field next to the cow field. So I shall see you again when I have got the trailer and we're at the cow field. Oh no, I forgot to top up the greenhouse. Now I don't think it's run out of anything. Oh, we're cutting it very fine. We'll have to do that before we pick up the bales. Now we've got fertiliser. Be a case of doing a couple of trips down to the river to get the water. But can't forget to do that. That would be really, really silly. Right, that's fertiliser done. I need to bring that back out the way. And get the water. Do you know, one thing I haven't actually looked into is solar or wind turbines in terms of money generation. It might be worth us having a quick look at something like that at some point. Right, we have got some water in here, so we should be able to empty this into the greenhouse and then go down and get another load, and that should be everything we need. So I will get that done, and then we'll take the flatbed over to the cow field and I will catch up with you there. Right, here we are, back at the field. It's growing nicely, and we have silage. Fantastic, so these can go straight into the BGA. Oh, and I don't have any fuel. Brilliant. So, we want to toggle work mode. Oh, it's on easy, that's good. Operating position. There. So this should be operating position. We should be able to drive around and pick up the bales now. Never going to get used to how this auto load stuff works because, well, I'm so used to doing it the proper way. Anyway, all these bales are going to fit onto the trailer here. I actually see that they've turned into white bales on the map, which probably is a good indicator of what is silage and what isn't. But that is it. That is our bales all picked up. We have 7 We'll put it into transport position. There we are. And then we've got to head over to the BGA. Like I said, all this will go straight into the BGA. We'll activate the BGA. By the morning, it will have converted it all to digestate and electricity and methane, which is a bit good. Now, I am going to have to think about getting a bigger tractor in the morning to tow the trailer full of canola everywhere, because we're going to have a lot of canola. And I don't think that this one has quite got the power to do it. But I guess we'll find out. And I've got the harvester up here. So we'll probably start with the upper field, if it's ready. And take the bulk goods trailer up there. As you can see on the mini-map, all the bales in this field are still coming up as green. They're not quite fully fermented yet. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to do this again. Right, do I press unload? And I want unloading assistant. Oh, have I just turned that off? Oh yes, it is off. Unloading assistant on. There we go. Oh, crikey. No, not up in the air. Down there. Drive forward a little bit and unload. Yeah, look at that. And it's all gone in. Activate. Absolutely brilliant. So that'll work its way through that overnight. As for us, we will park this here. Switch the lights off. And I will just go and check. 65%. So they might be done by the end of next episode. These are 21%, so they won't be. But these ones, there's a good chance. Anyway. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye for now.